Hey guys, Ray from Green Apple Painting here, and today we're going to show you how to change this ordinary room into something very cool, and we're going to show you several different looks with the same room, same bedding. Nothing's really going to change except for the wall color and some treatments that we do to it. So if you haven't seen my how to paint video, definitely check that out now. And I'm going to get started on painting this wall, and then we'll get into some of the cool stuff later. We've got our wall painted. It's a nice kind of limeish green. Now the image that we're going to use is this image right here. And we're going to do a very graphic style of wall treatment here. So there's not going to be a lot of color blending or anything like that. Now we used an overhead projector to transfer our image onto the wall. Overhead projectors can be purchased for under $40. Just make sure that the wall is 100% dry and your image will not be blocked by any furniture. Okay, so we've got the image all traced out. It's on the wall. I'm going to use a 1.5" brush to do the big areas, and then we'll come in with a little artist brush to do the rest. If you like the whimsical look, you know, just doing one coat is going to be pretty good. If you want the graphic, you know, very solid, bold color with sharp edges, go back a second time and second coat everything. You don't want to see any pencil marks. So this is our finished look. Quite a difference from our before picture. And this is a nice, kind of light, fresh, airy look. So we're going to change this up again. We've got 2 more looks to go, and I'm going to get started. We're going to paint right over this. We got our wall freshly painted. Now I'm just going to show you what the final product is. I don't really have an image, and we're going to do a lot of freehand stuff. So this is what the final product is going to look like. And so now we're going to get into how we got to that point. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and then I'm going to show you what we're doing here. We took down some measurements. Our wall is about 13 feet wide. We're going to center our image on the wall. The headboard is about 4 feet high. We want our image to be a little bit below 6 feet. We've got our middle mark, we've got our end marks, and I'm just going to draw a straight line with a level. Alright, so we're about to do our circles. Now, the first thing that I did is I got a little sample quart of a color that's 2 shades lighter than my wall paint. But even to start, this is going to be a little bit too bright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the original wall paint and I'm just going to put a little dab of paint on there, and that's going to blend in with this and kind of give it a nice little marbled effect. Start right in the middle here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of paint right there. Now I've got a 3-inch brush, and all you're going to do is you're going to take a little paint. You're going to get it right on that same center mark, and you're just going to take this and you're going to spin it and do your best to get a good circle. Now that didn't work perfectly, so we'll go for round 2 here. And that's pretty good. They don't have to be perfect. They just have to have a nice resemblance of a circle, because what we're doing is kind of like a blurred light effect, and so if they're not exactly perfect, that's okay. So I'm gonna keep going on with these circles. I'm just gonna follow my straight line here, and then I'll work my way out from there. And you can vary how close you want the circles to be. You don't want them to be completely uniform. Now as we get out to the outer parts here, I'm gonna switch to a 1.5" brush. At this point we've got quite a few circles going. I'm going to introduce a second color, and this is a blue. We're also going to add a little bit of green. If you have colors like throw pillows or something in your window treatment that you want to add, this is perfect. Get those matched up, get a little sample, and then you can use this just to highlight this and kind of tie the whole room in together. So we're going to introduce the third color. I wanted you to get a nice close-up so you can see what we're getting here with these circles. This is the green color that we used originally with the flower we did from the last design. And I just wanted you to see, now here's my line right here. I'm just going to go just below that and turn this And that's pretty good. Now hopefully you can see we've got a little bit of blue in there, a little bit of green in there, and it's not perfect. We've got, you know, some of the wall color, the brown is showing through, and that's okay. That looks good like that. All right, so we're just gonna keep adding some more circles. We're not adding the wall paint. What we wanna do is have these circles get brighter. So we're gonna have less of the brown and more of this natural color, and we'll probably actually start to use a little bit of white to really give it a lot of depth. We've got all these little colors done. Now we're gonna start to add some relatively bright white. This is just a standard white. And the key here is, and again, I'm not going to clean out my brush. We're going to use some of the old paint that's still in there. If it blends in, that's okay. The key here is that you want to we really want to concentrate right in this area. So you want to, you know, try to find that horizontal line, and you want to really get some nice concentrated circles in here. Again, you don't want to cover up all of our wall color that you can see through. You want to leave some of that. That's going to save, you know, give you a little bit of depth, and but you know, you want to concentrate, start overlapping over some of your older circles. Don't cover them up completely. You just want to overlap them a little bit. We'll start with the big brush, and then we'll do some smaller brush stuff too. And again, all of this stuff is still wet. We haven't had any time for this to dry, so it's going to start blending in. And you're going to start pulling colors from other circles, and that's okay. I've got this kind of big, floppy, really bad artist brush, but it's going to work perfect for us. We're just going to make some really small circles with the white. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to take a pencil eraser, we're going to dip it in the paint and just lightly dab the wall. That'll give you some really nice, tiny circles and give it a nice little effect. So this is our finished product. Quite a significant change from our before photo. And what we got is a nice abstract look, very contemporary still. And this is a nice look because you can change it up. You know, depending on what colors you have in your room and what accents you have, this gives you a lot of flexibility. So we're going to paint over this and go for room look number 3. Again, we are going to use the overhead projector. We're going to project a image on the wall. Should be fairly simple. This is what the image is going to look like. And so we're just going to project that onto the wall. We're going to have some varying sizes, and it's going to give it a really cool, kind of retro look, but still a lot of fun. So let's get to it. Okay, so that is look number 3. Quite a change again from the before picture. These are 3 different looks, same bedding, same bedroom, but quite a different feel for each one of them. And these are things that you can do at home. So if you have any questions, go ahead and post them below. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. If you would like to get these images so that you can use these in your own house, go ahead and go to gogreenapple.com. We will have on the homeowners page, we'll have a printable version of this so that you can print them out, trace them out, and you can put them on your wall. If you do that, go ahead and take a picture or a video and post it below so other people can see it. And other than that, keep painting, and I hope you like it. More videos soon.